What's up, everybody? I am Hopper. I use they, them pronouns, and I am the shepherd for this tonight's story. This tonight's story. Jesus fuck. And here with me, in this Flights of Fandom presents Desolation Squad, we have Zach.
Hello, everybody. I am the producer and not doing a great job of it. Don't worry. I'm going to just be pulling my hair out in post. It's going to be fine.
You shouldn't have outed yourself at the top.
Now you can't cut that for the VOD.
I am Zach. I use he, him pronouns. I am otherwise known as Great Samino. And not only that, I am also playing Nakmor Brack, a Krogan soldier and resident idiot. It's going to be great.
Wait, I don't know if you get to claim the title of resident idiot. Next up, David.
Hey there, David here, he, him. I'm a graphic designer, an illustrator, and a game designer. You can check out my game stuff over at dbb-8.itch.io, on my Instagram and Twitter over at dbrunelbrutman. And I am playing Unit Zeta, Geth Infiltrator.
And Pooja.
Hello, I'm Pooja. I am playing Arena Gaddis, human biotic, other resident idiot, because there's a couple of us here, and both of our pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. And last but not least, Marcy.
Hey, it's me, Marcy, aka Experimental Madness, and you can find me by that name most places around the internet, except for Twitter, where I am continuing to be the resident cryptid under the name Marciful. And tonight, I'm very excited to play everybody's favorite grandma, the Vorcha engineer Blip, who is not one of the resident idiots. Yes, it's the Vorcha that's smart. We're fine.
Everything's fine here.
Our team is comprised of the following two classes: idiots and dweebs.
Yep.
You caught me. That's the system.
Or both.
I'm technically a jock. It says it in my title.
There you go.
Wait, you're a drone
I'm a
jockey?
drone jockey.
Oh my god. All right. So this is the second episode of the flight where we had last started off. A quick summary. This scurrilous group of miscreants in the originating, inspiring one-shot blackmailed Arya Talok, the pirate queen of Omega, into employment, and then subsequently got employed. And they have been sent down to the nether regions of the Omega space station, which is a Venn diagram of scum, villainy, and crack pottery in the terminus systems. I definitely meant to say den, and then I said Ven, and then I rolled with it, and I'm proud of myself. I just want you guys to know. And they have they descended using a really ancient and highly suspect piece of mining equipment from Omega's long ago days as a actual mining mined out asteroid, and ended up running into this area where there was not a lot of people in this sector. This it looked like it was once upon a time like an industrial sector that had been converted into residences, and they ran a little bit into the Talon Mercenary Company, which is largely a Turian group, and started having a bit of a scrap with them when a horrifying mutated spongy pyjack that was very large and moldy and gross busted out of a ceiling vent and then attempted to murder them, which they were finally able to dispatch. And that is where we find our crew. I believe Arena is real covered in like gunk water, unless I miss my
No, she is real covered in dead monkey thing.
And on that note, so what are you guys all just fucking watch this shit go down? what are you doing? The last thing you heard from the Talon company mercs who deuced the fuck out and were like, don't use fire, and then ran away after you killed a couple of them. And then Brack hit a dude with another dude. So
it was a pretty great time.
Classic.
I think
Classic Brack.
Yeah, do what I can. I think the very first thing Brack is gonna do as soon as nobody's looking is just pop a med gel as quickly and quietly as he can. Because I've got some things that are wrong with my body, and not just the normal things.
Thanks for clarifying. Luckily for me, my shield and all that stuff ate a lot of my damage, so which is good because I'm pathetically soft.
Hopper.
Yes.
What exactly is? Let's just say this is for the benefit of the viewing audience at home. Our mission.
Your mission is to find out what the fuck is. I believe. I don't remember the exact wording, but it's find out what the fuck is going on and put an end to it. You blackmailed Arya Talope, aka the one rule of Omega, don't fuck with Arya. You were like, I'm gonna blackmail her into a employment, and then you got sent down here to just deal with it. What that is was not specific. You received orders from Arya's daughter as to what you needed to do.
Lysel.
Cool. Okay, so I very specifically knocked out one of the Turian mercs with a big old fun time, taser time, in order to learn what the fuck was going on. So Zeta, I think, will turn pretty abruptly away from the pile of creature that is now in the middle of this causeway, and march back over to the unconscious Turian and sort of grab them and kind of prop them up, maybe against one of the planters here, and turn to the rest of the squad. Now that the threat is dispatched, we recommend interrogation. This one is still alive.
Ooh, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, Blip like runs her little claws together, and Guillotine comes floating back, and like all of his little like hands are suddenly like spinning with drills and a little like electric taser.
Hey,
Yes, we believe this is best addressed by Clan Knackmore and Blip.
While y'all do that, Blip, do you have a drone that can help me get that gross monkey off of me?
Ironically enough, I might have that. Give me 1 second. There's so many different kinds of drones I can summon for a minute because my rocket drone
You have like a
like,
janitorial
disassembles.
A
drone?
drone with a
I
hand
have-
towel.
I have a repair drone. Is that the same thing?
You think it would have like a little buffer feature?
Oh, let me see. Let me
Shop cloths.
Yeah, microfiber.
Ironically enough, for realsies, it can stabilize anybody that goes down, which is nice to know for the future.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't murder you guys on stream.
Hmm.
Look in
You
your
say
eyes.
that. I'm gonna say for if the DM will allow it for freebies, I like toss a tiny little gadget that I created that will help you essentially prestidigitate.
Yeah.
Oh,
something.
100%. 100%.
A little
Like, it's-
refresher drone.
yeah, it goes through and does like this little bzz, bzz.
It's got a little dry shampoo. It gets in there.
It's got like little eyes. It's like shoop, 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 wee.
Oh my god. Does this one also have googly eyes on it?
They all do.
Oh my god.
This
Of
one
course.
has more than it should.
Tiny
Just never
little
knows how
chat.
many
I
eyes.
definitely, I'm sorry, I forgot to describe as Zeta was turning back away from the pile of goo. the little wiggling googly eyes on either side of my
Essential.
flashlight head that Blip placed there earlier.
They were for your protection.
No one can know where you're looking. They don't know where to dodge.
Got eyes on the back of your head.
Big brain moment, bro. Big brain moment.
I have a 17 intelligence. I know what I'm doing.
And that is the smartest thing Arena's gonna say all game.
I am gonna walk over to the Turian and just say, you remember when your people released a deadly virus that limited the reproduction of my people? Good times.
The Turian says nothing as he's still unconscious.
Oh, hang on. I can help with that. Amazing.
Now this
Amazing.
tracks for Knackmore. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's not awake.
Wait. Save all the good lines. Let me just wake him up. And I take the taser on Guillotine and he just goes. Hello.
And there's like a sparking. It's just oh fuck. Oh.
And welcome back.
Oh fuck, indeed.
The Turian kind of like still has his helmet on, so but a little bit of that flange in his voice. Gotta protect the fringe, you know. And kind of grabs for his sidearm, which is no longer there.
Hello. So, I've been practicing. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. And I grabbed the arm that he was reaching for the sidearm with, and I lift him up so he's looking me in the eyes. And I just look at him and I say, so here's the thing. I was going to tell you a lot about big speech about how your people is trying to genocide my people, and I have had to find the little things and joy to and little joys in life to actually enjoy now that I'm a mercenary. But the thing is, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you don't tell us exactly everything, I'm going to rip off one of your arms for each lie you tell me, and I'm going to use it for the rest of my life to scratch my quads. So I've got the one I want to start with, so I need you to just, tell me what I need to do, need to know, because otherwise it's going to be really slow.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Okay. Yeah, sure thing. What do you want to know? And you get a little bloop bloop as Knackmore Drac gains 3 renegade points.
Yeah, I would hope so.
All right. What do you want to know?
What do we want to know?
Well, you could start with what you're doing down here.
What are you doing down here?
This is our territory. What do you want?
Okay.
Blue Sun's blue. Almost every. You do remember the big fuck off plague, right?
Oh, I assure you that I do. Well, anyway.
Like the helmet is still on, and you still get the sense of like the the body language is.
You are with Talon Company.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Aren't you I'm a Brooklyn Turian now. Aren't you a Geth? You're a Geth.
Focus, arms, scratching quads. Answer our questions.
This unit is a Geth platform. As the Krogan indicates, this information is irrelevant to you at this juncture.
Yep, definitely irrelevant. Okay, what was the question? I seem to have taken a bit of a hit.
What the fuck is going on down here?
I don't know, man. It's all fucked. Everything's fucked. There's crazy shit in the walls.
What's in the walls?
Stuff. Things.
Be more specific.
Like weird shit. You see that? You see that thing? He
The
kind of
sponge monster.
points with his non arm over at the of the mutated Pyjack. Yeah, there's more shit like that. I don't know. We don't know where it's coming from, but we're trying to hope.
When did it start?
It started.
Hang on, his comm link is going off.
Can I get that? Is that cool?
Sure, put it on speaker.
Yeah, and like clicks a little thing on his like on the armor, like the what do you the heavily reinforced collar,
Yeah.
and then you see another Turian kind of pop up off his like omnipad on his arm, and just like, are you dead? And he goes, nope, just captured, and that's not funny. And like the little Turian goes, that's not funny. And he's like, nope, not joking. There's a Krogan. They're probably gonna kill me. Can you tell Voss that I ain't gonna pay her back? Thanks. And the I don't actually know. You know what? For the sake of this, I'm gonna say this other Turian who you can see has a pretty badly mangled fringe on the back left side of their head. Just kind of turns and gets a quick look at everything and just goes, "Good fucking luck," and hangs up.
All right. So, where were we? Oh yes. When did this fucking shit start?
About 3 days ago. Galactic days, not Omega days. I don't know what you guys do.
All right.
Did you see anybody or see anything strange down here in the tunnels in that time, before that time?
I mean, yeah. Like there's everybody's down here. It's a free for all. The blue
Anybody
sun's
that
pulled out
shouldn't have
hard.
been down here?
Everybody. I don't know, man. I just shoot
this
things.
much more difficult than it needs to be. And Guillotine like clacks some pliers in one hand and like again reignites the taser in the other.
Look, you're probably just gonna kill me anyways, but like, come on, man. I don't know shit. Just like, I'll tell you what the squad lead said. Don't use fire. Another squad did, and it released some sort of awful mutating slime all over the place. We had to quarantine an entire section.
Okay.
The purpose in this section was to engage these creatures.
Yeah, they seemed they're coming out of the vents.
All right.
What do you want?
How many of you are there left?
I mean, there's not that many of us. I mean, it's just like 15.
Pull the arm.
Yeah,
I strain the arm, and I think you just hear the joint pop, as, like when you're cracking your knuckles, and I say, last chance.
There's like 25 of us. Roll me a insight check. We're playing D&D technically.
May I do that as well?
Yes.
Oh,
You may.
I'm dumb but wise. Can I?
Fucking dogpile this shit. He's obviously lying. I just want to see if your characters can figure it out.
9.
10.
Wow.
7.
I rolled
5,
well.
I believe him.
Holy shit,
Oh
guys.
no! None of us are wise.
I love game
I have
systems.
+4 wisdom. I just rolled.
Oh
a
shit!
Oh my god.
You guys just rolled like hot trash. I didn't even roll well, and you're just like, that sounds legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say to the squad, that is not many individuals to hold an entire sector. Their numbers must have dwindled substantially.
We can take him.
Oh, all right. And I at this point, I just lift him by his arm off the feet, and I kind of turn him to everybody else so that our line of sight is the same. I just say, so what am I doing with Chuckles here?
I'll give you 50 creds if you let me go.
Make it 100.
We
Something to
recommend accepting the bribe and then knocking this individual unconscious.
Ooh, goody. So
Is that you realize I can
so
50,
where
75.
75. Done. Knock
Done.
him out.
boom.
The Turian crumples and just kind of because you're still holding his arm, so it's literally holding up, punch him right in the mask, and you just see this head whip back, and now you're just holding a limp Turian.
I have a question though, because he has a little Omni tool. So since now he's knocked out, could Blip hack it so that she actually transfers more money into her account than
Absolutely.
the 75?
Roll me whatever check you think that should be.
I got you.
Is Blip our treasurer?
That would be. Would it be electronics or engineering? Do you think?
I think that this would be electronics. That you're trying to hack.
Yep. I'm
Oh,
cleaning him out.
You're doing
I don't
the
know how
little
much money he
bypass
has,
game.
but I'm taking all of it.
How much did you?
Oh, that's gonna be solid. That's gonna be a 20, not natural.
Oh, so you're gonna wipe this
Yeah,
dude's
I'm
life
clean.
savings.
Oh yeah,
out.
how much money does he have?
879 credits.
It's
May
mine.
I also mention that at least the three of us have parts of a 20,000 credit loot split 4 ways.
I can
guys are
always have more money.
No, I know,
What
I'm just also
can
saying
always
that.
have more money.
More money means more
879
drones,
or
baby.
875?
879.
Where is the section to put this? Oh, here it is.
Why would I give you nice, round, easy numbers to remember? I'm not here to make your lives easy.
I just tap that into my credit account.
And
Cool.
And
So you've got an unconscious Turian, and you're 879 bucks richer.
that's a good interrogation.
You asked him no other questions, but sure.
yeah, at which point I just look and say, look, we can keep him with bait or just drop him. I don't care either way. I'm having a great time.
And everybody also gets 1 renegade point.
Yay!
I mean, Arena was still cleaning herself, but yeah, that sounds right.
It's by
Is this where the
association.
No one
log
stopped.
is
No one stopped me.
on the
No.
sheets.
I have no idea. Like
They're
I said,
on the
I haven't
sheets.
looked
There's
at the
a Paragon
sheets.
and Renegade
It's up
section.
here
Yep.
on the sheet.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to N7 World who did this 5th edition D&D hack to make it super, super Mass Effecty, and I love it. And I'm sorry for brutalizing your system by not reading it. Since the first one shot, it's really nice. And it's beautifully skinned, actually, pretty well balanced as far as I can tell, which is pretty impressive when considering you're taking a fantasy system and applying it to a sci-fi setting. Anyways, moving on. So Zach, you said you dropped him?
Yeah, at this point, I think I just drop him. If he's got any med gel or omnigel or anything on him that looks like it might be useful, or a sidearm, I'm just gonna pick it up and grab it.
Okay, yeah, he looks like he's got a portion of omnigel on him. He does not have any med gel on.
Yeah. At which point I just say blip, and I throw over my shoulder the omnigel, expecting either her or Guillotine to catch it.
Blip catches it.
Yeah. In addition, this guy has a M8 Avenger and a M23 katana. Kind of the katana's on his back, like right above on his lower back, right above his little Turian butt.
How much omnigel was that again?
Just one.
Just one. There's no
Portion.
section for that, so I'm just gonna write it down over here.
Yeah, slap it in your gear. Yeah, you guys are good to go. You've interrogated a person. Congratulations. You feel good about yourselves.
I do.
So Arena, I think during this time you basically managed to get a lot of this it's kind of like a tacky, moldy substance that really seemed to get into everywhere that it splattered.
Gross. I feel invaded. Oh.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it's about the texture and consistency of cottage cheese.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Did the refresher droid help?
It did. The refresher droid made a significant improvement.
Whose name is now Riri.
Really?
Okay, so dear
Write
God,
that down before I forget.
where are you guys headed? What is your plan?
I think the best way to probably go, I'll just look at everybody and just say, do we want to follow where the Turians ran off to, or do we want to just start taking off the wall plates? I'm happy to fight.
mean, will taking off the wall place help us figure out what's going on down here? Because I feel we might need to talk to people for that.
Hmm.
We could always go try and take on more of the Talon and then interrogate any that we want to leave alive.
That's true.
We would posit that their leadership likely knows more about the situation than the boots on the ground.
Flip agrees.
And why everyone here is so scared of them?
Just seem really ineffective. I don't know why anybody be scared of these. I mean, Turians, am I right?
Leader's probably down here somewhere. They must have a base.
You do know that these they had retreated down this hall to the left, from where you where you guys were initially facing when you were attacked from the rear by this mutated Pyjack.
Yeah, Guillotine was further down the hall at the time, so in some boops and beeps, he probably reports back the last area that he saw them fleeing.
Yeah, they seemed to go through a door and closed it behind them as they went. And I think at this point you hear a slight crackle as one of your communicators is going off. I'm going to roll a dice to find out who they want to fucking contact. Oh, it's Zeta. Zeta, you're receiving a communication. You hear
Coming. Stand by.
do you put it on speaker or do you just are you just gonna
Who's it from?
It is from LaSalle.
That seems like speaker. Yeah, can I just pop that up on my Omni
Yeah.
tool?
Yeah. So LaSalle's voice comes up over the speaker and she says, new information. One of our operatives has informed us that Talon has been holding up in it looks like it was a warehouse, but I should warn you, it was a warehouse that stored rather noxious chemicals. So be advised they may be using that as a front for the real location, since I wouldn't want to stay there. In addition, we've heard some troubling reports of there's been several explosions for 4 levels above you. So it seems like somebody's been setting off blast doors.
Acknowledged. LaSalle, we have encountered some manner of mutated creature down here and made contact with Talon. One of their agents seems to have suggested that these creatures had been here for several days. Does your informant have any information regarding this?
No, that's very odd. My informant is very knowledgeable about Talon Company, and if he has said nothing, then that means that they're isolating the problem even within their own group.
This indicates that they do not want the information to get out, even more so than normal.
The mutation, what are you referring to?
We encountered one of the creatures. It seemed to be. Would we like describe it as a Pyjack?
I think it's pretty clearly anatomy wise, it is very clearly it's really large for a Pyjack.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's weird about it. It's almost like somebody stretched a Pyjack out, but that head and the snout with the little rounded ears and the big bug eyes and this I don't even know, what is it, an anteater snout almost, but a little bit less wiggly.
Okay.
Yeah, it is clearly a Pyjack.
Okay. So, yeah, Zeta will say, our best consensus is some manner of Pyjack which has been mutated. Unsure as to the nature of this organic mutation. However, the creature appears significantly altered, enlarged, much more dangerous, and its primary substrate no longer appears fully organic.
That is deeply troubling. And you said where did it come from?
The creature emerged from the vents as we engaged the Talon operatives.
She looks pretty alarmed at this. That's obvious to everybody that's here. She looks.
Notably, they seemed much more interested in it than in us.
That is concerning. If they're more
Yes,
concerned
we are
about it,
quite dangerous.
yes, you are, Zeta. I'm sure you are. Are you finding yourself well with your companions? And she kind of like looks around at all of you.
They are also extremely dangerous.
Um, you see her kind of give like a little eye roll at Brax's laugh, and if you have any more information about this mutation, do not hesitate to send it to us immediately. We can't have another plague ripping through this place.
Acknowledged. We will send information as soon as we have it available.
LaSalle, quick thing. Do you have any coordinates maybe you can upload for the location of the plant? Because that might be handy to have.
Indeed, we do. I will upload them now. Zeta, you should be receiving them shortly.
Coordinates received.
Excellent. Any other questions? Very well. Zeta, I've included another little tidbit. Should it become necessary, and would you mind taking us off open frequencies?
Yes. If you will all excuse me.
I'm gonna immediately try to hack into that.
Go give me that roll. Yeah, we'll see whether this is successful, and then I will tell you what she says.
Is this contested against me?
I think so. I think this is a firewall hat. Like this is like contested against your internal.
I just
firewall.
hear that, and I'm very quietly tapping away on my Omni tool. 17.
Is it an AC?
No, it's contested electronics.
17.
All right.
Oh boy.
Let me see what I get. Ooh, I didn't do so great. 12.
12. All right.
You're
I'm going
in.
to say that's a full success.
Hacked.
Tappity tappity tap. You're in. So
Yeah.
Blip
So
hears
now,
this.
now at this point, I think to all appearances, Zeta just stops talking, but is now like transmitting, audio back along the line. And Blip, you can hear this. And Zeta says, LaSalle, the channel is secured.
There's a fragmentary order for you, Zeta. If there is another plague, we cannot risk it spreading to the upper levels or the central hub. If you do not believe it can be contained at 15 levels above you, on level 39, there is a control console at these coordinates, and she sends these to you. If it is absolutely necessary, go there, input the access code Phoenix 7, and be prepared. You will have 5 minutes before that and everything below level 39 will be jettisoned from the station.
Acknowledged. This is a reasonable solution, sacrificing a small number for the good of the many.
I'm glad you appreciate the situation, Zeta. Out. And she taps a console just out of sight, and the communication closes.
I have received the coordinates from LaSalle. We have the location of the Talon base.
What did she say in private chat?
That is private.
Oh, great. So you're here for us to trust you, but you won't even share what LaSalle has you doing. Like, I bet this thing's going to kill us when we're not looking.
Oh,
I don't
100%.
trust.
Our opinion as a Geth is that full transparency is the best policy. However, our employer does not share that opinion, and we are currently beholden to them.
Cool. So you can't be trusted. Dope.
It is
we?
your decision whether you trust us or not.
Yeah, you
Regardless.
can't. We're not trusting you.
We are required to work together.
We have the coordinates to attack the main talent base. Why don't we start there and then we can worry about the rest later?
Yeah, just don't turn your back.
If it makes
I
you feel
slapped
any
some
better,
googly eyes
Arena,
on the back of Arena's head.
Thanks.
I have not been explicitly ordered to terminate any of your lives.
Oh, not explicitly. We're all comforting.
Arena just has old merc instincts.
I mean, she's Eclipse for a reason. They just kill each other left and right.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a way of being upwardly mobile within an organization. Death is valid.
Yeah.
All
This is
right.
the first time she's been in the situation. She's just saying, eyes on the back of your head. Watch your back.
So
Lips holding on to that info.
let's. You guys are heading toward the coordinates where you have been told that there's the possibility that this is the location of Talon Company's headquarters. How are you approaching this? You know that it's 2 levels up, and it is within what was apparently a large store, like a warehouse. Like this is the kind of warehouse that is largely automated. If it contained hazardous chemicals, which likely hazardous chemicals used for refining EZO. You can approach. Are you going just walking up to the front door? Or are you going to try to find an ancillary way in?
Guillotine's gonna do a quick scan.
So yeah, you guys head to an elevator, and it takes so long to go 2 levels. And then once the map loads, your guys are out in this area. This is a little bit nicer than where you were before. Clearly, most of this area has been really fully renovated and kind of taken from its industrial roots. Pretty much the only notable thing about it is that everything's a lot bigger than it would be in a residential area in sense of like structural support and whatnot. So Guillotine is going to scout the area around there. Roll me a perception check for Guillotine.
Oh, let me pull up his. Oh, he shares my stats for that. Hang on.
While everybody's looking around, I'm just gonna gaze up, just go, this set somebody back a couple credits.
20, not natural.
So Guillotine notices several things. The area approaching this door, there's a pretty, again, almost like they've taken this old warehouse space and converted it into lofts. You are in the Williamsburg of Omega.
Yeah.
This was pretty nice before it got depopulated by this plague. This was likely a cash cow for the Blue Suns. There are a whole bunch of security turrets in here, though. It seems like Guillotine notices like it looks like panels that could come out and open up to reveal security turrets.
Turrets, you say?
Turrets.
Shame if somebody hacked a few of them.
Indeed, it would be. So are you going to try to find a control panel?
Yes. Blips just starts like giggling, which is very disconcerting for Mavorcha. And just goes, there's a couple of turrets dotting the area, but I think I can get them on our side.
While you do that, I don't know if that's going to take enough time, because if it does, Arena would like to try to take a short rest.
You could sure try.
She'll try.
I mean, I'm gonna slap on some tunes,
Arena,
and I'm gonna hack this.
Arena's just gonna
panel.
like.
You find a bench next to like a kind of awkward looking water feature that's clearly like it's been designed to look like repurposed industrial equipment that's been turned into a fountain, but it's very obviously created to look like that.
Yeah.
Which is hurts me to say, but that is what it looks like. It's so you're gonna what is Zeta
like that at Home Goods the other day?
Oh God.
That hurts.
Seeing that Arena's gonna take a kind of a resting posture, I'm just gonna take Overwatch and just be like, I got your 6.
Thanks.
And Zeta.
I think I mean, here's what I want to propose to the group. If we can get close enough to the locus of the Talon Company, I believe I may be able to intercept their communications or possibly access their systems directly. If they have records regarding what happened with these mutant creatures, we may be able to access those.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta
Alright.
take the security turrets out quietly before we can get closer.
And then figure out where we're going.
Correct.
And that way, if things go wrong, well, they'll shoot for us.
That would be wise.
What do we think is the best way to figure out where they are?
You know where they are. They are past this large kind of industrial sized, just big fuck off sliding double doors that's clearly designed to like keep in large amounts of hazardous chemicals in the event of spills. So behind that door is the coordinates that you have been given by LaSalle.
But then she also
our
said
goal-
that they could be faking it. Like that could be a fake out.
It could be a fake out. She did warn you that could be a fake out.
If our goal is information, we can follow the comm traffic.
Let's do that. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna switch from the shotgun to the assault rifle, and just going to stands to reason when the doors open, they're probably gonna be undercover, so we're gonna want to probably keep them at a distance for a bit. At least till I
Right.
can close it.
So Blip, give me
Yes.
that sweet electronics check.
Cool.
And Brack, you know what? Someday I'll remember your character's name.
No, you got it. It was Brack.
It's
Got
Yeah,
it?
you got it.
I got it. Was fuck my brain. I was like,
You're
oh my.
so used to getting it wrong.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
y'all.
Blip is over on like the at the console, sort of jamming in a couple of wires, tapping in some stuff on her Omnitool. You see like a little light kind of illuminate around her ears as she starts rocking out to some music or other, and she's just like awkwardly singing along to it, just like I'm a Vorcha girl in a Vorcha world.
Oh dear.
Awful.
Yeah,
Take an
this song came out
inspiration.
3 years ago, so it's a Vorcha oldie.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Is modern Vorcha culture is finding and recycling old other cultures like
Absolutely.
oldies.
We exclusively listen to 80s music that's been repurposed.
It doesn't matter which 80s, but
we
any
really
80s.
love synth. We go hard on it. Never goes out of style because we have no style because we die before anything can go out of style.
Hell yeah.
That is a
Um,
very interesting, like, kind of like sociological question. Does Vorcha
Does
fashion?
Vorcha have style?
Does Vorcha have style because they live so? What is it? It's a 17, like it's a 20-year lifespan or something. Or
Live
is it
fast,
30?
die young.
They're-
Bad
they're-
Vorcha
Have to
do it well.
there are no fashion crimes because no fashion.
There's no fashion police.
Exactly. They all die.
Ultimately, they're
Counterpoint.
all fashion crimes.
Right.
To the
Counterpoint.
human, yes.
Does everybody remember how many times you changed your style between the ages of, let's say 13 and 17?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just like you enter your punk phase as a Vorcha when you're about 12, and then you just speed run it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was basic.
You can-
I was
you can
like
just
the
go
emo
through all-
style from 13 to
Yeah.
17. so-
Now, like I'm
Great
the
shot.
equivalent of one of those like 70-year-old grandmas that still has like a bright green mohawk
nice.
and all of my tattoos.
What
Yes.
what is the Vorcha equivalent of Jinkos?
I think it's Jenkos.
Yeah, we
No,
just heard them.
argument, trip pants.
I did not realize that my dumb idea was gonna result in a 15-minute tangent on Vorcha culture, but I'm not
You may
hating
not.
Hey,
You probably won't be wearing Jinkos because you'll fall, right?
I don't know.
So while Blip is
got good
sort of
decks.
like plugged in and
I
jamming
rolled a
out,
19, by the way.
Zeta
This
is
is
gonna
the
take up
quality
like
content,
watch
people.
sort of immediately
Mhm.
over Blip. You know,
um,
if Brack is kind of doing like the big overwatch of the general area,
mhm.
Zeta is gonna kind of watch Blip's back specifically.
Yeah, Brack, perception check, please. This is the content that people are here for. They
Yes.
want our dumb ideas about alien.
I will
cultures.
write a whole version of I'm a Vorcha girl now, but we just can't sing it on the air because we can't afford the royalty.
Natural 20.
Actually, wouldn't that fall under?
No.
Isn't that a transformative work at that point?
No.
Depends on how much you transform.
I think if you changed enough, it becomes a pair. It's very
Stay tuned
obviously
to this
a parody.
channel, folks, while we figure out the legality of that.
Yeah, I think changing
Was that
enough
next week?
works.
Was that a nat 20, Zach?
Yeah, I got a 23 on my perception roll, and all of it now. I just kind of want to have a deep history check for Brack, just thinking idly about Vorcha culture. But I would rather have the perception check. Sorry.
Oh, you would rather have the perception check. Good. I mean, I'll let you take a history check if you want to use that nat 20 on Vorcha
No.
I'm
culture.
good.
I'm a kind and benevolent GM. It's funny that you should you know something very interesting. Brack. Now I want to call you Drac now that it's properly done in my brain. Bad brain do stuff. And you notice something very interesting. One thing is that in this pseudo-industrial kind of hipsterified zone, all of the doors except for one have the same stylings, and one of them looks like a real industrial door, but it's set into a shop front on this lower level that is very clearly kind of like I think it's like a fringe filing. It's like it's got a little a blue and green spirally tube outside, and this is clearly like a fringe shaping store for Turians, because I don't know what the fuck Turians do to their fucking hair. They don't have hair, so it's like they do a little filing, and sometimes you polish it.
Oh, just like now I'm just imagining like phosphorescent paint styles on the fringe, and like that's like a glamour shot with like neon behind it. And there's okay. I'm gonna look to everybody and say, hey, either there's another way in or there's some way they can surprise us. And I kind of point to the industrial door and I say, Blip, when you finish up checking on the turrets, might want to see if this thing's booby trapped.
What was your total roll on the turrets, by the way?
19.
19. There are 4 turrets in this little area. You can definitely hack 3 of them. One of them you're able to disable but not take control of, as that one's actually had its firewall updated. Clearly somebody was lazy on the other 3 and hasn't updated to the most recent security patch.
That's okay. The other 3 turrets will probably end up shooting the 4th one if we set it off.
You can just turn it off.
Oh,
You
I
can
can.
turn that one off.
Whew.
The other ones, you can change the IFF tags
Yeah,
to
I'm
consider
changing.
yourself
I'm
friendly.
that's what I'll do. If I can turn that one off, and then the rest now belong to me.
Do you want to change it to everything that's not you guys being hostile, or do you want to? Yep. Cool. That can't possibly go wrong.
Some civilians are about to walk in, aren't they?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Oh no.
You do know the region's pretty depopulated, so maybe not. Anyways, so as you have done this for the so Blip has taken control of the turrets, Arena is just chilling, and Brack is observing.
Yeah, I think my overwatch from the general area turns to the door, just to kind of keep an eye open to see if it opens. And after I say that to Blip, I'm just gonna kind of keep, kind of occasionally every now and then looking over and seeing if anything's happening in the general area.
All right. Nothing happens actually. You guys, a 19 is a pretty good roll to seize control of some turrets. So you could take a look at that door if you so chose.
Yeah, if Brack has pointed it out, Blip will
Mhm.
definitely waddle on over.
Yeah, and Arena will go look.
You're going with her to the door?
Oh, I don't know how long it's been.
It's been like probably like 10 minutes total.
Oh no, then I'm not going with the door.
Yeah, you're still chilling.
taking a nap.
You're still, yeah. Arena's taking a cat nap, power napping. I'm gonna say you can probably take a short rest. You can get away with a short rest. We'll say it's a 10-minute thing here.
I'm just all I'm really doing is refreshing my biotic barrier. Like I only cast cantrips, so I'm fine.
I take one of my little ear loops and I give one to Brack so they can listen to the music as well while I hack into the door and the So you wanted specifically the communications on there, or to get the door open or lock it?
I am trying to ask you to check for booby traps. I know that Zeta's
Gotcha.
working on comms.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Zeta, you do not currently have access to any comms. It's likely that any communication channels are behind this massive blast door.
Yeah, I've been sort of assuming, like, that's probably blocking any kind of like local signals, right?
Mm-hmm. So
Natural one.
Ooh.
immediately,
low
as
Is
you
there
be,
anything I can do to assist?
Ooh.
To be fair, my actual total is a 6, but
I
it's
will-
still a natural one.
I'm 6 is still bad. That's bad. Okay. Zeta, I will let you make me an intelligence saving throw to identify what Blip is about to do wrong before she connects. Do we think this is a code stacky one, or is it a connect the thingies one?
I think it's one of those like fast code ones, man, because I've fucked up on those before.
Yeah, those can be a right bastard.
I get real cocky with them.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I'm fucking
got
good
this.
at this, and
Yeah,
then
no,
you
watch me.
hit the wall.
Yep.
All
So
right.
Dave,
I'm gonna do an intelligence saving throw. We'll see what happens. 18.
Oh,
you have the chance. You have the opportunity to make me a electronics check to try to, or whatever the one is.
Or-
it was electronics.
Should that kick over to Blip as a?
Yeah,
as advantage?
I'll allow it for advantage. That seems like
What did
that
you
seems
say?
fair.
'Cause I was just trying to help. I'm not trying to take over.
No,
Yeah.
what did you say? What did you say to get me to stop putting in one of the little panels in for the other?
Oh, I think like you're just going and going and going, and you just quietly hear in your ear, not that one.
Oh,
Then you just hear over your shoulder, "Come on, Vorchi, let's go party."
Oh my god.
what have I done?
I'm glad Arena's catnapping through that.
Everybody else takes psychic damage.
This is our pre-battle song.
Oh my god.
It's our tradition.
Do you do
much-
the
much-
dance?
I mean, I'm trying to also code.
Not you.
Drag.
That one was a 20, not natural.
All right. So averting disaster thanks to the keen eye
Yeah,
camera sensor.
the one big keen eye.
The
One
the
big
keen
keen
googly
eye.
eyes.
Thanks to some very well placed googly eyes, you are able to avert utter disaster, and you are able to unlock this door. It does not seem to be booby trapped. It just has a pretty good firewall on it, and it
I got it.
definitely had an alarm on it, which you disable.
Yeah, and as soon as you say "got it," the gun just comes down into ready position, and I take point.
All right. Do you open the door, and do you get Arena?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Wakey, wakey.
Oh, what? Oh, we're in? Cool.
I kind of I'm just picturing Arena as like the squad mom who's not really like motherly, but is just kind of like, yep, I'm here.
Yup.
there's hard drinking aunt energy here.
Yes, thank you. That is that
My
is
goal in life.
Oh man, I hate to say it, Blip's the mom one.
oh god.
Blip,
Yes.
Blip is the
I'm
Blip is
I'm
the
just a
grandma who
Vorcha
fucks.
mom.
No, she's a grandma who fucks. We
Yes.
covered it.
Grandma who fucks, hard drinking aunt. Flashlight, googly eye boy.
Yeah,
And
flashlight, just flashlight.
Our jock son, like our my jock nephew.
Your idiot child.
Tachanka, you. Woo. All right, let's
My god.
let's open that door.
So the door slides open with a swoosh, and then lights light up. It's like this dim blue light, and you guys file in one after the other. I guess Brack leading the way, shotgun already. Is everybody else rolling in hot as well?
I'm gonna roll up with Guillotine alongside me.
Excellent.
Okay.
So it's Brack, Blip,
Arena
Zato.
can come next. She's gonna pull out her M11 suppressor because he's quiet.
Oh yeah, snip. For that highly unrealistic audio or sound suppression. So it goes snick like kitten farts.
Adorable.
That's what they say.
Zeta will, I guess, bring up the rear, drawing their shuriken submachine gun. I think
Oh.
Zeta needs to rib Blip a little bit for the coding. And as we sort of go in, Blip, you hear in your comm, Blip, we must confess we're very confused. You only have one consciousness, yet you were attempting multiple tasks at once. Why wouldn't you simply devote your single consciousness to a single task at a time?
Life is more fun when there is more risk. You learn nothing if you stay safe forever.
There
On-
is safety, and there is recklessness.
So Blip, are you saying live fast, die young?
Bad for to do it well, like the old ballad has proclaimed.
Yeah.
Once again, organics remain somewhat mystifying.
Yeah, we do.
Speaking of recklessness, the door at the end of the hall ka-chunk swooshes open, and you can see what appears to be a very dimly lit and badly damaged office area. It looks like somebody set off an explosive in here, and there is bits of data pad all over the place, chunks of desk, blast marks. It looks like there's definitely a bunch of sprays of Mass Effect rifle fire, and it is deathly quiet in here, and there's nothing but the flicker of the lights.
All right. Nice and quiet. And I think the 7'2" Krogan is going to try to gingerly step through the office area.
Oh, I can't wait.
You know what time it is. Roll me a stealth check, Zach.
God. Not athletics?
Unless you want to hurl yourself.
I can't wait. What is it?
It's a natural one.
Yes, it is.
Wow. What's the
Wow.
total?
Chef's kiss.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
So I think what it is, it's honestly, I'm just like, all right, real quiet now. Just, like if there's a banana there or something.
Permanently wearing plate armor.
You know what it is? You're 7 feet tall. I think you walk in and you immediately smack your head on like a lamp that's hanging down, and there is this bang noise that echoes through this office. And immediately upon hearing that, you hear the scuttling above you as something on the roof of this office area has been alerted, and you hear the many ticky-tacky claws seem to scuttle across this thin metal roofing of this office.
At which point, I just look at everybody and just say, fuck it. And I am going to shoot into the roof.
Do the Krogans have a different definition of stealth that I'm only now just learning about?
Beats me.
Clearly.
So I guess roll initiative.
Oh my lord.
Right.
Ugh. I'm no good
Why
at initiative.
can my initiative rolls ever be good?
Yeah, you and me both.
Hi again.
Oh yeah.
6 for me. Oh wait, you haven't asked for it yet. Sorry.
Yeah. So let's do 20 to 25. 15 to 20. Oh, thank fuck. It's one of
18.
you. 18.
16 plus goes.
Okay. Followed by 10 to 15.
10.
Hey,
Wow. Zach.
6. I'm paying for that natural 20 is what's happening.
Yeah. It was a good nat 20. It definitely saved you some heartache, probably, baby. And then, all right. So, Breck, you kick this off by firing into the ceiling. Let's see. So this Mass Effect rail launches a cluster of slugs, which just absolutely shred like a 3-foot section of this thin metal ceiling, and it is loud up in here. And you hear immediately after that, there's almost a deafening silence as everybody except for Zeta is like, "Holy shit!" loud, because you have like not ears. You don't have ears. You don't have eardrums, do you?
while my audio processors can be temporarily overloaded, this platform is able to dampen any incoming noise.
Oh man, it redlined.
Yeah. Your auditory processing center is redlined to protect the equipment, and then pretty rapidly come back online. And there is a moment of silence, followed by a low.
Can I get that again?
The fuck is that?
Which kind of echoes through the area. And you hear something very loud as what appears to be a large industrial vat fall. We're talking like a 30-foot tall, 4-foot wide industrial vat creaks and falls, smashing into the windows of this office area, completely blocking your view. You are now in a funnel with a door on the far side and a 3-foot hole in the ceiling.
Shit.
Arena, what are you doing?
Is the door at how far is it? How long is the tunnel again?
This room is about 25 feet long, or there also, shout out to the people at N7 World. Since last I had checked, you had added a little toggle button to change everything from metric to imperial, which was super useful. So I appreciate your guys' hard work. So it is approximately 7 meters long and 3 meters wide. There's clearly some desks. This was clearly a recently used, it looks like it was being used as kind of a break room.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can do anything that's gonna help in terms of.
Quick question, what's everybody's passive perception?
It is 11.
14.
Actually, no. I got it
13.
written down.
Yeah.
It's 10 plus your perception modifier.
10 plus perception. That is do 10.
Arena, you notice one thing as you're kind of recovering from the blast. I should have mentioned this earlier. That's my fault. As you're recovering from the auditory blast that your helmet kind of down. And as you're kind of like ducking away from the falling bits of metal, you notice that there is a small crate in the room that appears to contain several grenades.
Oh shit. Arena is gonna point, not say anything. And God, she's so squishy. I think what she wants to do is in front of her, she wants to go ahead and cast a warp cloud, or I don't know if it's casting is what we're using. Basically what it does is I can pick a point within 20 meters of range. So I'm gonna pick it like in front of us as a group so where we can see, but kind of close towards that door so that if anything comes in, they're gonna go right into that. And basically what it is I fill the air with a highly concentrated warp field, 2 meters on each side. A creature takes 44 necrotic damage when it enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there. And if it's in the cloud, it also gets primed.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna cast this, like, I think it shimmers and waves because it's like super warped. And as a bonus action, I'm going to put up my biotic barrier.
Very nice. So yeah, so purple light shimmers over you before kind of settling in extremely close to your skin, an additional layer of protection. And I guess all of you probably see this warping in the air as chaotic Mass Effect fields just kind of begin to change the mass of everything within that field. You see one of these desks begin to crumple and warp as the mass of the metal that makes it up changes so rapidly that it shreds and heats. All right, that was Arena's turn. Blip, you get to go.
Ooh. I don't see anything that's happening.
Nothing has happened yet, no.
Interesting.
I hate it.
There's nothing I can do to prime if I can't see what is causing any issues. So I do see that box of grenades though. I would like some.
They are level 2 or Mark II grenades, which do stuff. And
What kind of grenades are they?
Whatever the second tier is. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
There's a number of grenades. They have a very
they are
comprehensive
fragmentation
list.
grenades. They're
Sweet.
fragmentation grenades. Specifically, they are. I'm pulling it up now. Oh, hello, internet. I know I'm trying to do 12 things. It's okay. I will tell you in a second when
That's okay. Just tell me how many there are.
there is there's 4. There is 4 of them.
And these are level 2 ones, not level 1.
Yeah, these are level 2 frag grenades.
Sweet! I've got so many grenades now. I take them.
Yeah. So you just gather all these grenades up in your little Vorcha hands.
Yes, and I put them in my very massive utility belt with the other grenades that I had.
You just have a bandolier of grenades. At this
I
point.
do, in fact. I had 2 frag grenades and 3 arc grenades when we started. And what I will do, I forgot to say this, but I did roll for guillotine, and he rolled a natural 1.
Ooh,
So,
buddy.
for a total of 5, though, because he shares my initiative.
I think guillotine has a tiny short. And just goes. All right. There is some more noise. Do you have anything else you're doing?
If I can't see anything that's causing any interference, then there's nothing I can do.
There is some more noise, some very disconcerting noise, as you hear the scraping of what appears to be something long and sharp on as crawling up and onto the roof, and it is tippy tappy noises, and it's a lot. It's like I can't do it. I don't know how to do metallic tippy tappy noises. It goes on for a while, and something that looks a whole lot like a Turian head that seems to have been seems to be kind of mangled and separated.
Oh, no.
Looks down. You can see milky white eyes.
Is this the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Have you? You son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
And
No!
what appears and begins coiling its way down into this little office space through the hole that Brack has created with the shotgun, and keeps coiling for a disconcertingly long time as you see what appears to be it looks like something has bonded 4 or 5 Turian bodies into one long, sinuous, fungusy snake monster, but with legs.
It's the Turian
It's the
centipede,
Turian
baby.
centipede.
It's the Turian centipede.
That Kurt Russell on the phone.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I hate it. I hate it.
Is that the visual we're taking to break, or?
That is the visual we're taking to break. As this thing, as all 15 feet of this with its six. I think it's you know what, we're gonna do 16 minus 1d6, 11 arms and legs that kind of form up this carapace, and with long stabby bits kind of growing off the end of them, drops down into the room immediately around all in between, separating the two groups with Brack and I believe Blip in the front and Zeta and Arena in the back. And that's where we're gonna take our break with that horrifying image.
I
All
can't
right,
believe this.
let's commence the murder. So I get to go. I get to do murder. It's me. So let's see here. Zeta, that's gonna be, oh god, that's hot garbage. That's only a 12 on your AC as this thing lashes out with it's the twisted maw of this Turian. You can see that the little tendrils that normally hold its mandible together have snapped, allowing it to open much larger than it should. And it seems like there is like this metallic, the metallic skin that they have developed as a natural resistance to the radiation of their homeworld, seems to have formed into even sharper spikes with these kind of odd looking fungal fruiting bodies kind of inset in between them as it lunges at you and takes a bite. Does it pierce your Gethy armor?
It does not. My AC is 14, and I think Zeta just sort of like very quickly and smoothly just sort of stands aside and lets this thing, just sort of swipe past.
Love it. And then for its second attack, Arena, it's going to whip its tail at you, which isn't so much of a tail as you can see. It's the spinal column of a Turian kind of at the end of this thing. And that's going to be a 21 to hit. You have your barrier up.
I do have my barrier up. It reduces my damage by 1d8.
It reduces your damage by 1d8. That is great. That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage as this thing just wallops you. This spinal column shattering a little bit as it punches through your barrier.
So my barrier takes 1d8 and then my shields take 5.
Okay. Well, so roll.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a d8. I was not smart enough to pull all my dice out before this.
I have so many dice. I went full gremlin and was like sorting them by the different dice because I'm like, I get to roll all the dice again instead of just d6s or d10s.
So I rolled a 3 on the d8 plus 5, so I take 4.
So you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage. All right. And last but not least, Neckmore, I need you to make me a acrobatics or athletics check. Your choice.
Athletics.
As this thing whips past Zeta and starts to coils around one of your legs.
Okay, don't like that. Okay.
You can feel a Turian hand grabbing onto your ankle as this head pokes up from between your legs.
Unfortunately, that is just a 9.
You are grappled, my friend, as this thing has grabbed you by the leg and the head now coils up behind you as you watch the skittering, disjointed arms and hands, forcing it with uncomfortable speed around your leg and behind you as it's beginning to encircle you. All right, that is that. That will be, I believe, Zeta's turn.
Muted.
I am muted, and now I'm not muted. All right, so basically, I've just seen this thing like whip past and start whacking people. Grab Brack, So I'm sort of imagining that it's sort of like, slithering past Zeta as I dodge back and as it grabs Brack. And I want to activate my Omni Taser and just bam, zap it.
All right. And your Omni. Sure. Make that attack roll.
Great. All right. Plus Dex
Brack,
plus
you are up
efficiency,
next.
14. Is that hit?
14 hits. It's the Turian centipede. It has no shields and it is busy grappling this Krogan.
Yeah. Does that give me sneak attack?
It is currently adjacent to not one, not two, but all three of your companions.
Cool. I'm gonna take sneak attack on that. All right.
Excellent.
So I am starting with 1d4. This is lightning damage, if that matters. And
It does.
I get
It does.
2d6 of sneak attack on top of that. All right, and we are looking at an 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. So yeah, you smash your taser into this thing, and the mildly conductive exoskeletons of all these Turians that have been bonded together through this awful bioorganic process seem to carry it pretty well. As there is the crackle of electricity flows through this, and you can see the smoke rising off it as this spongy mold that seems to be bonding everything smokes slightly.
Okay.
And with that, I will also use my cunning action to disengage, pulling my hand off it and observing the sort of crackle electricity along it. I'm gathering some data.
Amazing. Fortunately, it seems to have enough electrical resistance that Brack is not electrocuted by this, which is good because that would be bad.
Yeah, that's something that Zeta was checking for specifically.
Sure.
Sure it was.
Sure it was.
We all believe that. We all failed our insight checks. Zach, what is Brack doing?
I think so this is a DM question. I have one Havoc Strike charge left. Can I Havoc Strike out of the grapple to the opposite side of the room, but kind of impacting around it such that it will still do damage?
Is it all the creatures in the area? Because
Yeah.
you're not in a very large room.
It's within 2 meters, 2 meter radius. So 4 meter diameter.
You could probably, let's see, Havoc Strike is kind of like a you explosively launch yourself and then land explosively.
Right.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have a hard time not hitting your allies, but you could totally do it to escape the grapple. I'll let you hit your allies. I'm fine with that.
No, I think I like Blip too much. And Arena's still growing on me, so I'm going to.
It's not the only thing that's growing on you.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to use my gladiator bonus action once again to give myself advantage on any attacks that I do throughout the turn, and I am going to give myself 5 temporary hit points as I take the shotgun and I shoot the hand trying to grapple me.
Love it. Love it.
You shoot the hand that grapples you.
Yeah. The hand that grapples the Krogan is the hand that rocks the world. Anyhow. It is 21 to hit.
I took psychic damage from that. 21 will definitely hit.
Okay, so I have, let me double check my dice here for my weaponry. Okay, so with my M23 katana, I'm gonna do 2d6 plus 3. And I rerolls 1s and 2s because of carnage, which is still okay. I'm good. I do 12 points of piercing damage to that appendage.
Nice. Yeah, you just obliterate this appendage at the wrist. You can see trailing like kind of veins of mold that were kind of clinging to this, kind of amalgamating it. So it's more like it's kind of like a tiny, itsy bitsy, wacky waving inflatable arm flailing mold hand now, as opposed to a proper clawing appendage. All right. So that was your bonus action and your action. You were still grappled, so you cannot move. Your speed is reduced to 0. So we will go to Guillotine, who with a pop and a crackle is just like,
Guillotine is going to swivel his little guns around and fire a pulse cannon at the disgusting creature.
Excellent. Roll them bones.
Oh, that's gonna do it. 22.
22 will most certainly hit.
All right. It's a D10. Where's my D10? Sweet. 8 points of radiant damage.
8 points of radiant damage.
It's radiant damage for the pulse cannon.
Excellent. So, yeah, you see as the heat of this this pulse cannon just rips into this. You see kind of a spatter of energy as it seems to be very effective, but it also seems like that area is now filled with horrible spores
Oh no.
that seem to have been thrown up by the heat caused by this pulse cannon ripping into the moldy flesh. So what was you said 8 points of radiant damage?
Yes.
It seems to be very effective. However, I'm gonna need let's see, I think who's the closest person to that? It's probably not Zeta. I think Rack, you're gonna have to give me a
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw there, bud.
Oh boy. Ooh, not good. 8.
8. So you are going to take some damage as you see these spores kind of splatter against Brack's helmet, and you can literally watch them moving as they seem to be trying to find their way into the filters, forcing their way into its helmet. I made my nightmare monster doo-da. You're gonna take 5 points of poison damage there, bud.
Okay. Ignores all stuff.
Do you have cool stuff?
I have 5 temporary hit points that I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, your temporary hit points are gone.
Okay.
As you can feel your helmet's filters starting to clog with this stuff.
Actually, let me ask you: does it get through the shield?
It does get through the shield. This bypasses shields, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes, I have planned for many things. As it is, it's not a high moving projectile. It's more like kind of like little horrible little fungal bodies that are crawling their way into you, which is I know.
Shields in Mass Effect kind of follow Dune rules, don't they?
If
something is traveling like with really high kinetic energy, it blocks it. But if it's like moving slowly, like drifting or like a slow blade or something, it goes right through.
Yeah, I think you could. I'm not. I think I don't know what the full rules are. I'm basically picturing Dune rules though. Like it can small enough, it's gonna go through.
Makes sense to me.
Well, melee weapons going through, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally tracks.
All right. That will. So guillotine. That was guillotine thrones. Arena. You just got stabbed by a spinal column tail stinger.
Yeah, I know. That was not
That's
fun.
one of my least favorite things to get stabbed by personally. Like,
you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go.
Out of a 9-star rating system, what would you give it, David?
Out of a 9, I mean, that's gonna have to come in. That's gonna have to come in a solid 9. That's a 9 out of 9 for me.
Well,
Okay.
I just rolled concentration for the damage I took, and I rolled a 9, so my warp cloud dropped. But that's okay because I am going to reeve at that object, which is another object at the main hulk of growth, which is
the bulk of this long, tenderly many-legged Turian monstrosity.
Yeah. So what you see is as Arena is like completely grossed out by everything that's happening there. She shoots her hands together and a dark orb of energy shoots out of her hand. Now let's see if it makes contact where it needs. Okay, well that's a 15 on the die plus 6 to hit.
That hits for sure.
21 to hit. Okay, so on a hit, I deal 2d10 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Let me grab my 2d10. Oh, ooh. Okay. So that's oh damn. That's a 14 necrotic damage.
Shit.
And now this mofo is primed until the end of my next turn. So if anyone has anything to detonate, you can try to detonate it. The target also has disadvantage on their next attack, ability check, or saving throw. This disadvantage lasts 1 minute or until the target becomes incapacitated.
Intriguing. All right. That so I will say the warp as the violently churning chaotic energies of these biotic fields just moving at incredible different speeds. It seems to be incredibly effective at tearing apart the bonds holding this thing together. And you can see right in the center of it, it's beginning to just warp and bend and pull apart as it's having trouble. It's clearly like the structure of it is starting to fail.
Nice.
All right. That will put us at Blip.
All right. Well, I'd love to throw a grenade at it, but I think we're all within too close of a range and we'd all take that damage. Yeah.
You could.
Well, yes, I'm sure I could, but would I? I don't know. I have a couple of questions for you, and it's going to depend on what I do here. Would you say that this is an organic creature?
It is definitely not robotic.
Is it capable of smell?
That is an interesting question. Why don't you go ahead and make me a nature check or
We don't
a
have
medicine?
nature. We have science, though.
Science check or
Yeah.
a
Okay.
science check?
I have advantage on that because of my armor. Dope as hell. 20, not natural.
You're pretty sure that if this thing can smell, you don't think that that's it's not like a Turian. You think that it might be able to inhale stuff, but most of that physiology doesn't look amino acid. Is it dextro amino acid based anymore?
Okay. So it can't smell anything.
Yeah, like it could probably inhale stuff, but smelling it probably can't
Okay.
do.
Well, then I won't do that.
Mhm.
What I will everything I have is like AoE damage.
It's almost like you guys wandered into the smallest area of this very large
know.
space and then hit your head and fired a shotgun.
I am going to, in that
Including all your
case,
detonation stuff is AoE.
all of the detonation stuff is AoE.
all of it, yeah.
I have one target detonation stuff.
Oh no, the only thing that I have that I could detonate is a grenade. I don't have anything that would detonate in terms of like a tech spell. or
Oh,
anything like
gotcha.
that. I am in that case going to take out my M8 Avenger and fire.
Shoot away.
I shall.
Fire away. Fire.
Not great. 16.
16 will hit.
Oh shit.
It's
okay.
it's a 20-foot long
Broadside of the
Saurian
barn.
centipede. It's not like super big around, but it's pretty
It's a big,
fucking-
beautiful baby boy.
Big boy.
It's something.
8 points of damage.
8 points of
Woo.
damage. Yeah. So Mass Effect. Projected rounds just like kind of ripping off chunks of this like kind of fungusy flesh. You can see there's still some meat in there, and there's a little bit of carapace, but a lot of that spongy material seems to have filled in the gaps. All right, this thing looks pretty damaged, and with that, I think you hit that central part, kind of stitching a line up the middle of it, and the area that was damaged by the warp effect that Arena previously made. This thing splits in half.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
You can
Uh-oh.
see
Uh-oh.
you can see
It's
like
like a hydra now.
you can see bluish green and violet blood. It seems to be like almost bluish violet blood tinged with this kind of green skin just kind of pours out over the floor in that area.
Are both parts of it alive now? Like,
They sure seem to be moving, especially considering the fact that it's its turn.
so question for you before it goes. A, what happens to the fact that the creature was primed?
I will say both halves are still primed.
And do both halves suffer the disadvantage that they had from being primed?
Your Honor, my client.
Interesting.
But sometimes an attorney has to attorney.
I'm gonna give you a chance to. What's your primary attribute that you use to do biotic bullshit?
Wisdom.
I will let you make a wisdom save to adapt your fields very quickly to this new change.
All right, well, that's a 17 on the die, plus
Hate that.
4. So that's plus 6.
Both halves have
save.
disadvantage.
Yes!
Nice.
All right, so relevant. So one half is going to make a bite attack with advantage on
The top
Brack.
is going first, or is the bottom?
The top is going for. The top's going to go
Well-
first, of course. In this case, Brack is the bottom.
Well, technically. So here's the thing: is advantage and disadvantage they cancel out.
They
He's got to
cancel
roll
out.
straight. Yeah.
It's rolling straight.
Okay. Cool.
That's a nat 20. Get fucked.
Ah.
No.
Beautiful. Love that. I need more dice.
Oh no.
Oh, this is bad.
Ooh, shit! That's so much damage.
Oh no.
That's so much damage. That's
Who's dead?
that's 23 points of piercing damage as this thing just
More HP
coils
than
up
Arena
around you
has.
and chomps right into like the fleshy only one of the exposed fleshy bits kind of like right in the underneath your carapace and your armpit as it just sinks right into that like lower side. How is Neckmore Brack looking?
Not good, but I am still up. The shield is down.
Oh, yeah.
But I am gonna have to pop a med gel at some point. I've used one already. But yeah, and I think med gels are potion rules. 2d4 plus 2. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes. On your turn, you can do that.
That's
I also need a
standard,
Constitution saving throw.
Damn it. All right.
Oh, right. These things gotta be. Yeah.
16.
You do have inspiration for that dumb fuck joke. Don't forget that, Zach.
Okay. I'll remember that.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I would say everybody so far has made such a bad joke. All of you have one inspiration.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Borcha girl, that really, what was you did a fucking awful pun, David, and Arena for catnapping in the middle of fucking
You think
combat.
I did just one? I'm insulted.
No, there is one that stood out to me. I think it may have been off stream though. I'm still gonna give it to you. Anyways, what your total is 14. That is a success. Is it
16.
16. Sorry, 16 was this. Yes, that's a success. And then I'm gonna need everybody to
No.
make me a sweet Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at this.
Except for Brack.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Oh boy.
Hell yeah. 16.
16. Hey. High five.
I had a natural 1.
Oh no.
So this is going to be expressed very oddly, as this thing exudes a puff of what appears to be spores, which kind of coat all of you in this slimy substance. And like I think actually I don't know that the Vorcha can technically. Yeah, you can probably get fucked. It's not a disease. It's worse. But you are good. Arena's good. Brack is good. Zeta, you feel your joints begin to gum up as moldy growth begins to fill in the gaps in your armor. And I don't think you take the poison damage. You're immune to poison damage, right?
I am Hundo P immune to poison damage.
So yeah, you just have disadvantage on your next attack roll, which is
Got
like,
it.
I guess if anybody's gonna get it, it should be you.
Is it? So wait, did you say it is poison?
It is poison damage, but you succeeded on the save.
Oh, I actually have. Next time it is a poison damage thing, I get a special advantage on that.
Okay, nice. Good to know. Good to know.
And I have resistance against all of it.
You are a Vorcha. That tracks.
Vorcha.
Must be nice not to be squishy humans.
Yes, and and then Flip. How's a 15 do to hit you? As
Oh,
the
wait,
back half-
actually-
Is bottom going? Did bottom
Bottom
have to
is
roll
going.
as
Never mind.
disadvantage too?
Yep. Thank you for reminding me. The bottom
Good.
goes from a 15 to a nat 1.
Nope.
Yay!
Woo!
And Arena. It doesn't roll at disadvantage on the second attack, right? Or does it all
No,
attacks?
it's only on their next attack, ability check, or saving throw. I read that as one.
I roll super good against you, and I'm starting to feel bad, but that's a 25 to hit.
Well, that obviously hits.
It's not as it's just a claw attack as this thing thrashes, and then the bit that's gushing blood and kind of, or really ichor at this point, kind of turns around almost like it's looking at you, except you're just looking at a just weird, gross, fungally stub that's just oozing, almost like it's looking at you. It's a very disconcerting feeling. You are going to take I rolled really badly, so that's only 6 points of damage as it lashes out with like one of these like, I think it's actually a Turian foot that's been kind of turned at a weird angle,
Okay.
and it hits you with a spur on the knee.
My barrier eats 3 of that.
So you are going to take 3 points of slashing damage.
Well, that's good because I'm down to 19 hit points.
Ooh.
And then you watch as this stub begins to close up as the mold grows over the wound, seeming to
fuck.
encapsulate it. Let's see. Okay, I need to do some quick math. It is Zeta's turn.
All right. So we see Zeta, this mold sort of starting to grow in between its joints, sort of jerkily backing up and drawing the submachine gun to fire on this thing. So I'm gonna try to hit the I'm gonna try to hit the one that's doing the brack attack,
I appreciate you.
because I want that thing off my big boy.
Big boy.
All right, disadvantage though.
That's a
yeah?
whole ass mood though. Disadvantage, yes, as the spores
Ooh.
are trying to find purchase. Ooh.
No, absolutely
Oh
not.
no.
Oh no.
No. What
No.
was that?
No.
That good, huh?
Okay. It's still like an 11, but no.
I'm just looking to be the first GM that kills a player character on Flights of Fandom. We
Oh
haven't done
God!
it
Why?
yet. Because I'm a
Don't start a
bad
tradition.
person.
It could happen to any of us.
Shh.
You open the door.
I like pain. It's okay. Emotional pain included. Don't hurt my babies, David. Don't hurt my babies.
Don't kill David's character, then maybe we won't have to worry about it.
I know.
Well,
right?
listen,
The
what goes
dice
around
do what
comes
they
around.
will.
So yeah, that I assume that's not doing it.
That is not
So-
doing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you guys hear Zeta in your comms saying, "This organic substance is bonding to our platform's armor. It seems to be interfering with our joint mechanics."
And with
That sounds bad.
How can I help?
Yeah, and I think I actually like shoot, and because I'm like not really able to like raise the shuriken, you see a couple of rounds just sort of like shakily like just sort of like go over, like arcing over this thing as I'm trying to raise and shoot at the same time, which normally would not be an issue, but now that everything is all gummed up.
Love it.
And I mean, I can still use my bonus action. I might as well try to make a use of it.
You so you are in
I don't
this
know that I can-
25-foot long room. It's
Yeah.
it's roughly about it's roughly 12, 15 feet wide total. The desks really mean it's closer to 10. And there is the door you came through behind you, and in front of you there's the door. There's there's the open doorway that was previously covered with the warp from Arena out into
Okay.
this large cavernous warehouse space.
I'm gonna start backing towards that door. Still like very jerkily kind of starting to try to move back, still trying to aim at this thing as I'm going, but just sort of backing up a little bit. And I'm already disengaged, so that's just gonna be a standard move.
Love it, love it. Yeah, you can get fully out that door if you'd like.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of get to the door, but I want to concentrate on this thing, and I want to keep the thing within range.
Do you have dark vision?
I don't see anything about dark vision.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
a
I don't
gas.
know.
Giant
a spot.
flashlight.
You're a
I don't
giant
have a spot
flashlight.
for that on my.
My head is a giant flashlight.
So I feel like Geth should be able to have like infrared vision or some shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you can see that this office space takes up only about an eighth of the room, and there are extremely large, like kind of liquid container vats. All like there appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the wall, the western wall of the room, and a further 3 pretty close to you on the eastern wall of the room. One of those has been toppled over and is kind of resting against the side wall of this space, the side wall of the office space.
Cool.
So that is your turn. That will put us at Brack. Brack, you're still currently grappled.
Okay. I think taking that massive hit and seeing it split, I do not actually have a choice at this point. I think if I see Zeta move out of range of my Havoc Strike, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to Havoc Strike out into the area that Zeta used to be. So that way I'm going to try to avoid hitting Arena and Blip to the best of my ability while still hitting the creature, if that's possible.
All right. So yeah, I think you can do that. You can you kind of go, you'll probably end up smashing through a desk or two. You can also tell that the ceiling is really thin. You might be able to just up.
I don't want to bug out and leave this thing with them. I'm gonna basically go straight up and then come down.
Got you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna slam into the ceiling and then drop back down.
Yeah, it's just like exactly. I think the my Krogan hump takes the brunt of the ceiling, and then I come back down with enough concussive force. I need both of those creatures to make dexterity saving throws.
That's
Love
what
it.
it's for.
Love it.
That
This
is
the
a
use case for the hunt.
How does a nat 1 and a that is so a nat 1, I'll just let you know that fails, and a 7. Does a 7 succeed?
It does not. The target we were looking for was a 13. I repeat, we were looking for a 13. They are going to take 2d8 thunder damage. Let me double check, make sure that I don't have any modifiers.
Wait, what ability are you using, Zach?
I am using Havoc Strike.
I'm gonna look up it just to see if it detonates.
Yeah, let me double check. 2d8 thunder damage comes down with violent force. It's using my jet propulsion, so I'm not sure how much it detonates, but I do 11 points of thunder damage to it.
To both.
To both.
Nice. Very nice.
Bad.
All right.
I would like to, if this is a bonus action, I would like to use a med gel on myself. That's okay.
Yeah, you can absolutely use a med gel.
Cool. That's my last one, and I get 7 points back. I'm back to 22.
Both of these look pretty damaged. And you bonus action, like, is that like kind of built into your armor? You just like, you slam a button and it just kind of pumps it through?
Yeah, exactly. The leg jets in my armor kind of just shoot out and then basically project enough force to lift me out of the grapple.
Sick. That's a lot of force. Krogans are big boys.
Yes.
All right, Guillotine.
Guillotine can't do anything because I think we saw that what that radiant damage kind of did. So Blip is going to deprogram it right now to not attack because we do not need to be inhaling these spores. Like, she saw what happened.
That wasn't great.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you get the feeling that they radiant damage appears to be similar to what they would warn you about.
Yeah.
All right, that will put us at is Guillotine doing anything?
That's all Guillotine can do.
He's just the shooty boy.
Yeah, he's an assault drone.
That's fair. All right, that'll put us at the top of turn order. Arena, Blip on deck.
Am I near top or bottom?
You're near the bottom.
Okay. And are they, just to visualize, I guess I was on the side that was towards where we came from, right?
Yes, you're on the side. Yeah, you and Blip are on one side, Zeta and Brack are on the other.
So it's us, bottom, top, and then Zeta and Brack?
Yeah, it's I think it's Blip, Arena, bottom, top, Brack, Zeta.
Okay. All right.
Sounds like a Desolation Squad sandwich.
Yeah. Speaking of Desolation Squad sandwich, I don't know. Arena's gonna like pull her right hand back and increase the mass of her fist and just come down in the center of Bottom's body.
All right, you smash that gross fungally centipede boy.
That's what she's gotta do. That's a 12 plus 6, 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
All right, so it's going to take 1d8 plus 2 bludgeoning damage. Okay, so it only takes 3 bludgeoning damage, but I regain 2 barrier ticks.
Nice.
Which is the main reason I have to do that. But also, that mofo detonates because it is still primed until the end of my
What's
turn.
the radius on that detonation?
Well, necrotic detonation is like, it only affects...
So it's just this one.
Yeah, let me just grab it.
Ooh. Necrotic.
It suffers 1d12 necrotic damage and must succeed on a DC 13 con save.
Forbidden dice. That is unfortunately a success on the con save.
Max damage on necrotic, though. I got a 12
Maxwell
on the die.
damage.
The worst
PI.
secret aim.
Save that character. We're gonna need it. I don't know when, but we will.
It's like it's Maxwell versus Blasto. It's like remember when Fast and Furious was a movie about racing cars?
Oh,
Then it was a
God.
movie about super soldiers
Yep.
and like The Rock and
then
Jason
space?
Statham fighting
Now it's
Idris
space?
Elba as a super soldier. Now it's in space. I don't know, but yeah. But I'm picturing that's like a sequel to Blasto. I thought-
You
so that was
never
12.
you never had me. You never had your spaceship.
God. Fuck me, right? Okay. This thing looks really badly damaged, and you don't see it start to regrow as the necrotic detonation kind of blasts gobbets of meat and bits of ichor and just kind of sprays it across the floor, adding to more of the viscera that is just pooling in this poor abused office space.
Okay.
Like somewhere a janitor cries out in fear and pain.
And as a bonus action, I would like to use one of my med gels, please, because I'm a squishy baby.
Jam that med gel. All right.
All right.
Are you moving?
16. No, because the only place I can move, I'm assuming, is in between them without getting hit.
Yeah, and also
I
you're
can't
you're
take
still
more hits.
engaged and you're still melee range with this thing. So that
Yeah, I
will be
can't take more
bad.
hits.
Excellent. Blip, you up.
What?
All right, I healed 6 points, by the way.
I am thinking.
Prime drops on the other guy. Sorry.
Is it primed at all or no?
Top is no longer primed, and bottom detonated.
Okay.
So.
We gotta find better names.
Mhm.
We are still. It's
Do
too
we
late.
though?
It's too late now. We're in this.
You just said
Fuck.
bottom dropped in its insides all over the floor.
Damn it.
God.
God damn it.
I'm gonna fire at it again.
David.
My Avenger.
Shoot your shot. This is at bottom.
Please give me the sweet release of death. Natural 20.
Yes! Yes!
Boom.
Roll double your dice.
Sweet release of death. Okay, that's gonna be 2d8.
Is that what Blip screams?
Yes, no. For 16 points of damage.
Oh
Damn.
fuck. How do you make this thing drop?
I just sort of, I hate that my poor boy Guillotine is feeling left out of this party. He looks sad. I don't like that it's holding on to my buddy, and it's just gross, and I dislike this immensely. This is not as much fun as she was hoping it would be. And she just sort of aims down the sights a little bit and tries to find a weak spot, just like she would if she was hacking any sort of terminal or turret, and fires.
Amazing. Yeah, I think just right. You kind of separate, like punch right down. It's kind of a through and through shot, but longitudinally. So it's just like you just kind of watch as it like kind of like bulges as like this burst of automatic rifle fire just rips right through the center of it, and it kind of spasms and makes this awful kind of like noise, and stops moving as this again. You almost feel like it was looking out from the stump. The top is still going though, so the top is the top's gonna top.
The
no.
arena took care of what they needed to take care of.
Getting strong top energy from this, yeah.
Big top energy. So the horrifying top half of this Turian centipede is going to head for Zeta. Zeta, what's up, boo? That's fucking hot garbage. You're in dice jail. But wait, there's more. As it bites at you and you agilely dodge out of the way. And then a 22 to hit, Zeta.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That is going to be 13 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Or
All
slashing damage, sorry, it's slashing.
Okay, does that go through shields or just shields? Absorb?
In this case, it is a melee attack, so yes?
How shields are
Alright.
written.
That is shields. 13?
Yep.
All right.
This thing's awful as it lashes out at you, and I think basically what we see is it scythes at you. It's not as strong or as fast as as its larger incarnation is, but you can just see like bits of fungus and mold falling off and splattering against the floor, seeming to try to congeal. You can almost watch it with, like, I think in the this bullet time geth processing, you can see it's forming almost like you can see where it's kind of trying to come together, forming this weird, gross little map of gore.
Yeah. These sort of like Mandelbrot, like organic structures mushing together. And we definitely get like, this thing like slices through. I'm still imagining, holding the submachine gun up, it like slices through part of the armor on Zeta, and we just get like a spurt of that white like geth fluid.
Coolant? Is it like coolant? Pneumatic fluid? Coolant?
I don't know what it is, but if you're geth, you need it to live.
Apparently. Seems like a biological weakness, but whatever. Yeah, that's actually its whole turn. It doesn't get to do as much because it's smaller. It's just the top and it has no bottom, and now it's sad.
I can make a really bad joke here, but I'm restraining myself. You have no idea.
What is restraint? What are we talking about? Restraint.
It was kind of a power bottom situation, you might say.
There it is.
Damn it!
I wasn't aware that you had restraint. I thought that was like something that you had turned off at the factory
We are
settings.
we are actors.
Restraint is a weapon from a bygone era, finer age.
Yeah. You guys let me run a game.
Okay.
Anyways, Zeta, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm assuming I'm engaged with this thing now.
You
right?
are in melee combat with this thing.
All right. So I'm going to. And I still have disadvantage from the spores in my joints.
You do not look. You no longer have disadvantage from the spores in your
Oh, okay.
joints.
So they have dissipated a little bit.
They've struggled to gain a foothold on your inorganic shell.
All right. So Zeta is going to continue to back up, actually. So I think at this point I'm fully backing into the larger like warehouse room.
Okay.
And we see we see the spurt of fluid, and then Zeta sort of gives like one like oomph, and the little spores sort of like pop and sort of like fall off like little bits of sand out of the joints as I quickly hop back into the room, and I'm gonna try to put some shots in this thing. So
Absolutely.
I'm using my
I have a question.
cunning action to disengage. Then I'm moving back probably like 2 meters, and I'm gonna start popping off shots.
I heard a question.
I do. Well, is it moving out as well into the warehouse?
It is. It's only
Hey.
about 10 feet long.
There's a bunch of turret guns out there that are trained to fire.
That it is actually the wrong
That's
side
the
of
wrong
that
way.
warehouse.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
However, this
But-
is a large open area where, maybe if there was an explosion, it wouldn't kill all of us. Just saying.
is true.
Maybe Zeta actually radios that. We will attempt to draw the creature further into this open area. Blip, we believe you have grenades.
Does your little flappy bits do an eyebrow wiggle when you
Yes.
say grenades?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Love it. God, fucking
Grenades.
Ventilation.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah! Oh
Yes.
shit! Roll double your damage.
Bring it on
Twice the
home.
dice. All the dice.
All
Roll
right.
all the dice.
And is this thing? Can I get my sneak attack? Is this thing engaged with anybody but me, or is it within
It's
2
not.
meters of anybody else? All right,
It-
I don't think I can get sneak attack then.
No, I
It's not
don't
within
think
2
so.
meters of me?
No, this is the top. The bottom was the one that was the power bottom was the one that was coming after you.
Fair.
Yeah. All right.
You always do.
Do rolling dice. Okay. 4 to start. Actually, and then I add my thing. Okay, so 6, and then
An additional 6.
what are we? Sorry, what are our crit rolls? Do we roll them again, or we? double it?
You roll twice the dice. If you were gonna roll 2 dice, you roll 4.
Ugh, not good. Okay, 8 total.
8 total. All
Yeah,
right.
I got
so
second roll was just 2.
Oh.
so yeah, I mean, to be fair, the shurikens, it's a lot of small projectiles that move very fast. It just so I think so what does it look like when Zeta just dumps into this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like backing up sort of very, very firmly and smoothly now that the sort of like mold silt is falling off of my joints. And it's just like a couple of like very precise bursts. So like dot 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 as each step back into like drawing it into the larger area.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Great. Love the imagery. Brack.
Okay. Seeing that I think it is engaged with Zeta, I am going to... Don't get a bonus there. So I'm actually going to move forward with the katana, basically running to close the distance, and then bringing the katana up in one smooth motion. I am going to attempt to shoot the part of it that is reaching for Zeta.
Love it.
Okay. And I am going to roll my inspiration.
Yeah.
Which is worse, but 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Oh shit. Okay. At which point I do 2d6 plus 3. Both 6s for max damage of 15 points of piercing.
Ooh, shit.
Now we're talking.
So yeah, you just blast off like you blast off 2 of these appendages and rip this massive gap. You punch a hole straight through this thing. It is still moving.
Oh my
and
god.
you watch as it like sheds. Like it looks to be like it looks like it sheds a bit of a Turian mandible. And you think you actually saw a human arm in there that just kind of drops out as it releases like the back third of itself, like a lizard that's had its one of the lizards that when it's caught by a predator will just self amputate and continues crawling towards Zeta, the head mashing as it moves onwards. But it seems very intent on this prey. It is still up and it is still kicking. That will put us at Guillotine, who is currently in stand down.
So I'm going to ask a question that I don't have rules for this, but can it launch itself at the creature for like a melee bludgeoning attack or something? Can you tell me what I should roll for that?
I think so. It's going to be, I would say it's going to be a melee attack with proficiency. It's going to do 1 plus Guillotine strength modifier.
It'll be 1 plus my modifier. It shares my modifications.
Yes. So 1 plus your strength.
Okay.
It's basically an unarmed strike. Got it. Body slamming this thing.
Sweet.
Love that.
It sucked. 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
He's not used to it, guys.
I think you just
Not
watch
trained for that.
Guillotine fly forwards with his little googly eyes, kind of like, and like streamy bits just waggling in the air from the momentum, and just bops right into this. And there's just this kind of really wet squishing noise. And then Guillotine backs up and bops again, and nothing happens.
Try. It's doing its best.
He's doing his best, guys.
He's
the real
like
MVP.
his little painted on smile is starting to like droop and fade.
Oh no.
Arena, you are up.
Okay, Arena would like to use her movement to go around Top so that she's on the same side as Brack and Zeta. And how far is Blip?
Blips. Blips. Did you want to move at all, Mercy? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. I would say that you're right. I forgot about movement. That she would have sort of sidled along towards the door.
Okay, so you're about in the doorway.
But I'm still in the room.
Got you.
Are you towards the back door?
The back door.
Okay. Well, what?
The door you guys came in from, or the one that everybody else has been going through into the warehouse space?
Sorry. The one that we came in through. Is that not the back door? Visualizing.
Yeah,
That is the back
hard
door.
for me.
Sorry,
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Back door is not a direction.
Tops, bottoms,
as-
back doors. I mean, it's been an episode. Well,
it is Flights of Fandom. Why are you the way that you are?
You are all
That's a
welcome.
question for you too, chat. Why are you the way that you are? We're so happy you're here though, with us being like you are.
Arena would like to throw at Top.
You're gonna yeet some biotic energy at this fucking thing.
I am eating biotic energy at this thing because.
Crush it.
Wait. Okay. First of all, before I do that, since I could see Top, I would know this. Is Top either considered medium or smaller?
Top is definitely a medium-sized
Okay.
creature, as a portion. It
Okay.
was bigger.
Huh.
This doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does yeet it 10 meters backwards. So I am attempting to yeet it into the room with all the things that Blip hacked.
So Blip is behind you.
No, I moved around to where.
Okay, so that room is different than the room with the sentry turrets. This room is full of large chemical vats.
Oh,
Well,
I said I was standing by the room that we walked in through.
You're
So
back there. The creature's out in the warehouse space now, attacking
Well, so
Zeta.
I'm gonna angle myself so that the creature, when it gets pushed back 10 meters, will go in towards where we came from. the
Okay,
enemy.
so you're gonna move around and then try to knock it back through the
Mhm.
doorway that you are gonna leave from. Got you.
So I have a crazy question. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
From
It's
it,
a whirling movement.
It would be
it-
forced movement.
yeah, it would be forced movement.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
So roll your attack roll. I'm gonna allow it because rule of cool and theater of the minds. Fuck yeah, you can. You're a cool ass merc. As long as you can hit it.
Okay.
So that's a 12 plus 6, 18 to hit.
So you run out of the doorway and kind of do a really cool slide on some of this ichor, which lets you go a little bit further than you normally would be able to. And then you unleash this blast of biotic energy. And you guys just watch this thing kind of fucking. I'm basically picturing like if you threw a ferret, it would just kind of through the air, but it's giant and horrifying and made of fungus and body parts. In through the door and slams against a desk. Roll your damage.
So it takes, I rolled 4 on the die plus 2. It takes 6 force damage.
So like you watch bits of it break off, but it still kind of rises back up and like kind of raises on its hind legs like a weird fucking caterpillar, and is looking at you with these dead, decaying, bugged out Turian eyes in this mangled face that it's attached at the end of it.
And
Yes.
was back
It
an
looks
opportunity
so
attack?
badly damaged. Brack cannot opportunity attack because it was forced movement.
Force movement, that's what I thought.
Nope. 10 to hit.
Anyways, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Blip.
So close. We're so close, y'all.
It is Blip's turn.
Would you say it's far enough away now that I could lob a grenade at this motherfucker?
It is nowhere near any of your allies. It is 10
Yeet.
meters from
Yeet.
Arena
Yeet.
and Zeta.
I'm
tried to eat it
lobbing
away
one
from
of
us.
the new level 2 frag grenades that I found, and I just sort of like pop it up, give it a little kiss with mostly my teeth, and pull the pin with said teeth, and chuck it.
And what's the save on that?
What a great question. I should have had it up like an actual person that knows how to play D&D.
All of my dice are going to dice jail.
Great.
I believe it's dexterity, but I will let
It
you
is
know.
Dex. It is
It
definitely
is a dex saving throw. I have the save DC is 13.
Well, how's a 3 do?
It could fail, and it's gonna take 2d12 damage.
Four 4d12.
No, it's 2d12.
It's
It's a level 2.
It's a Mark 2, so it's 3d12 plus 1 over every mark over the first.
But it says 2d12 on the table.
Huh. My bad.
Am I missing something? I just want
For
to.
the frag grenade, it does say 2d12.
Oh,
Yeah.
you might be looking at an ability. It is definitely a 2d12.
Let me know what you're looking at, because I'm curious about that.
Oh, I went into equipment and found grenades.
I'm looking at gear.
So am I
Frag
looking at?
grenades.
I'm looking at the frag grenade table.
Page, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2d12.
Yeah, sorry, on mine yeah.
That's
No
okay.
worries.
Oh, that's a 12 on one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Math. It's just a straight. I don't add anything to it, do I? It's just the straight one. 17 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. How does this thing blow up?
Yes.
Nice.
I think it's just like eat it. And she just throws it at them and sort of like quickly runs away from the space as she doesn't look at it because she's a cool Vorcha and we don't look at explosions. As it is a standard frag grenade, so it's just shrapnel and everything comes exploding outwards from this horrifying mass.
It looks like somebody put an entire morgue in a blender and then tried to make a smoothie, and then this, you know, when like this top comes off the blender and just like this. Congratulations, guys! You killed the thing.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Oh, I did not like that. I don't like what that is.
Arena will get back to her feet. Be like, that was terrible. I hate
horrible.
All right.
Certainly unexpected.
Is everyone okay?
Brack is looking terrible, and ambles over to that horrible thing, spits just this wad of phlegm at it, and just says, "Well, fuck you too."
I have 2 med gel if people really need it, because I don't.
I have extra med gel if people need it.
I'm just gonna take a short rest
Okay.
as soon as I can.
Yeah, we probably should do that because I need more points.
I can recover
You guys can take a short rest and look around. You don't hear any more movement, and you don't see any signs of life.
I send. I was gonna say I would send. If we're gonna short rest, I'm gonna have Guillotine offer some patrol work.
Guillotine can absolutely. As far as you can tell, the only way in or out of this space, easily accessible, you can see that there is an open vent on the ceiling above, far above, that's kind of hanging down. It's like a 5x5 big ventilation duct. That's the only place you see other than the massive blast doors and this and the entryway you came through.
Oh boy. I'm not sure that that the rest of Talon might actually be here, or that was the rest of Talon.
Yeah.
The organic appeared to be a composite of several individuals, highly efficient. Several.
I can't remember what the DM said. If the DM gave us a number.
Would you like to inspect what remain?
Sure.
Go ahead and roll.
I'm so dumb. I'm too dumb for this, but I'll do it anyway.
Let's accept investigation, or is there investigation, science, or medicine?
Oh, I can do medicine.
Medicine.
Okay, that's a 19 on the die.
You see that this there is definitely it's hard to say with absolute certainty, but you're pretty sure this thing is made up of 11 different bodies.
Ooh.
Okay.
It was made up of largely Turian, though there appears to be one human and a portion of Batarian.
Okay. Are there any logos visible? Or...
there is absolutely some chunks of armor here and there that appear to have been engulfed. Very noticeably, there is one body in this room that was not touched.
And
in the warehouse area, kind of on the far side of the room, near where that one container had been knocked over, there is a crumpled Turian body that is lying in a pool of some substance that seems to be kind of shimmering with this cold, almost like a dry ice mist.
Yeah. Blip or Zeta, someone who isn't going to melt in possible mists.
Yep.
Do you want to go look at that?
Oh, Blip will absolutely go over.
So as soon as you get close, you can feel extreme cold radiating from this liquid. It appears to be a rather slowly off-gassing cold, likely whether it's a liquid that's turning into a gas in this temperature or gas that was frozen into a liquid is hard to say, but it is extraordinarily cold. You can see that a Talon Company Merc is crumpled body is lying in the center of this.
Yeah, I think Blip will turn to Zeta and just be like, that makes sense. They said not to use fire, but if it was fire that was causing the problems, then it's definitely best to use ice.
And just to clarify, did we see Talon, any sort of Talon
Yes.
logos?
Yeah. Like that's a Talon Merc. That's a Talon Merc over there, and you see several. It looks like a couple of the. I'm trying to think of the carapace and the mandibles have that red paint that you the red
Okay.
markings that you had seen on the Talon Mercs you were fighting before.
So you're right. This could be all of Talon.
I mean, he did say there's only like 15 of them.
That's
Seemed
12
legit.
we've got right here.
And I am I'm gonna move to the body and see if there's anything usable on there that's been untouched by this creature.
Cool. Yeah, I think your suit, your armor is able to handle the cold of this liquid off-gassing. It's extremely cold though. And you are able to drag the body out. It seems to be wearing standard medium combat armor, and there is a let me see here. There
Fortunately,
is
only proficient in light.
a thing. I will tell you what that thing is shortly. It has. Where are you at? There is a. I'm trying to remember the name of it so I can look it up. It's the electric shooty heavy weapon.
The electric shooty heavy weapon.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
The
I've
big
always-
zappy boy.
I'm writing that in my notes in quotes.
The big zappy boy. I'm looking it up now.
Zapster.
Folks. Yeah. Zippity zap.
Electric heavy shooty weapon.
The
on
Zipzorb.
it.
The zip zarp. Yeah. That thing.
It goes by many names.
Brock picked it up.
Oh, here we go. It's under gear. It's under gear. That's why I couldn't find it.
What is it actually called?
I take useful notes, y'all.
You do. You joke, but you do. I'm pulling. Let's see. It's under heavy weapon. I'm still trying to find it. I found the heavy weapons, so that's a win. I consider that a win.
It is a
It's not the cane. It's not the Black Star.
It's not the Hydra? Is it the Hydra?
No, the Hydra is like the big fuck off cluster missile one. I
I
think.
guess you're looking for electric weapon.
Oh no, yeah, that's what's the. No, maybe that's the Landon. Nope,
Okay.
Hydra is still missiles. It's the electric shooty bit.
Well, we could just say that it's the electric weapon and find it later.
You know what? Let's just use the M451 Firestorm, except it does electric damage. There we go.
Excellent.
Boom, done.
Yeah, and at which point seeing that heavy weapon, I am literally going to break the arms off of the Turian clutching it.
It shatters off.
Yeah, exactly. And just be, ooh, come to Papa, and just peel off the hands gripping it.
So you guys have the opportunity to take a short rest, sit around, take a break, slap some Metagel on.
Yes,
Guillotine is keeping watch of keeping watch of the doorway you came through, or the ventilation shaft.
Probably doing a circuit.
Nice. There appears to be a security booth set up in the far side of like next to where the blast doors would open. And other than that, it's just a catwalk around these heavy chemical vats and the open ceiling vent.
So I have a question during this short rest. I have weaponsmithing tools, and now journey with me on this. And there's still that puddle of that like cryo frozen material.
Yeah,
I'd like to
extremely
take.
cold.
I'd like to, if I may, roll for this, utilizing a lot of the scrap that I carry with me to build a cryo bomb.
Oh fuck yes, you can. So this is probably going to be an engineering check.
With my, I have proficiency in actual weaponsmithing.
Oh,
It's like a
have proficiency
weaponsmith's
with.
bench.
Okay. Oh, so you pull out like your little portable, like this is what's in the fanny pack.
Yes.
I thought guillotine turned into a table. That's what I was picturing.
I do work on I just splay guillotine. I put him on the floor and then I just work on.
And he pops out a little hollow.
Yeah. I open up his chest cavity and up comes a little table with all of my more intense tools.
Roll that check. That's amazing.
All right, here we go. Come on. Mama wants a freeze bomb.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna help you if you needed it, but you have an inspiration too.
I do. You're right, and I should use it. That was not a bad roll. That was much better. We'll use that. That is going to be my engineering with my proficiency. 21.
Oh, yeah.
21. You are able to rig something up.
Okay, I did want to talk to Zeta, and just ask, because Alina's not smart enough for this. Although I don't know if it's a perception thing, she could have seen it. Was there any, if you can talk to Zeta and just see if Zeta noticed, was there any effect in terms of necrotic damage, in terms of the re-healing? Because it seemed I don't know if there was a mention that necrotic damage meant it wasn't re-healing itself. Just kind of put their heads together and figure out if there was some sort of an advantage to using necrotic against the unholy nightmare.
Yeah, you can absolutely. What do you ask Zeta?
I was asking Zeta if during that fight, Zeta noticed if things were.
Sorry, I missed the Zeta part at the beginning of that. So if I notice.
Yes, your name is Zeta. But because Zeta and I have been close to this type of creature twice now, so I just want to ask Zeta if they have any theories about what works better. We've learned that radiant damage is not the answer. So if there's anything that it is, these things are susceptible to.
The mutant creatures appear to release spores as a defensive mechanism when exposed to heat or radiation. However, the presence of an untouched corpse does suggest that cryo and cold are repellent to them. Can I roll can I replay, my memory tape, and enhance, and maybe roll, I don't know, I'm gonna angle for science to see if there was anything that I observed about specifically the way that this thing's carapace were interacting with this mold that's kind of holding it together.
And can I help because we're having this conversation?
I would say so. I'm gonna say this will be you guys can science your bullshit through this. Zeta, I think you can probably just project this out of your flashlight head.
Totally. All right. So I'm gonna do a science roll with advantage. Yes.
That's good.
Okay, pretty good. Non-natural 20.
All right, so with advantage. So I think Arena and Arena's kind of pulls some snacks out of her belt pouch, and it's just kind of oh, look at kind of offering a little bit of insight. Zeta, you can tell that the necrotic damage definitely the necrotic energies caused by the rapid Mass Effect fields, rapidly changing and oscillating Mass Effect fields. It really did damage the connections. It seemed to sever the fungus's ability to reassimilate and reconnect. And also replaying that, you also noticed that the radiant damage actually did a lot of damage, but it just seemed to induce a rapid mutation that was bad.
Okay. We
Yeah,
shared this
so
with the class.
I'm sort of projecting this on my as much as I would like to project it out of my flashlight head, I think Can and I have to be projecting it on the on my Omni tool, and you're seeing this sort of zoomed in holo display of this one segment of the thing as Zeta is replaying their tactical recording of the firefight.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Blip is watching as she's like slowly screwing in like the cap for the cryo bomb, and it's a little disconcerting because she's watching that and not watching what she's
A
doing.
bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely saw like some light high explosives going in there, and like a bunch of other little bits, and that's it's an intimidating little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at this point, Brack is just gonna look at everybody and just say, well, somebody tell Giselle we're gonna get back. Time for breakfast, and breakfast, it's gonna be cold.
Oh my fucking god. On that note, that is where we're gonna end it. Fuck me, that's so bad. I love it. Never stop. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Flights of Fandom, Desolation Squad here on Manapot Studios. And I have been, and regrettably will continue to be, your GM, Hopper. I can be found on, and around the interwebs, and sometimes underneath. Tinkering away with my awful madness as Fail Deadly on most social media sites. That is with a Fail Deadly with a 3 instead of an E, so it kind of looks like Fail Badly, which is fair. I'll leave it to my amazing cast members to give their awesome shout outs and where people can find you. Marcy.
Oh, hey. Wasn't expecting that. I am still Marcy. You can find me most places around the internet, again, under Experimental Madness, or Twitter, where I am under Merciful. Yeah, just the standard stuff. If you're liking what we're doing, we play games every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for the Flights of Fandom slot. If you're interested in ever playing a game with us, please do get in touch via our Discord. And then, get in touch with me through the DMs and tell me what you like in terms of fandom. And I bet we're going to have a game like that. So yeah, do come game with us. We're always looking for new cast members because we have so many shows that we're doing all the time. And if you're not completely sick of either myself or Hopper or Zach, we are also on a show every other Sunday right here on this channel at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, called The Hole in the World, where we run an Invisible Sun campaign. It is excellent. It is the exact opposite energy of what you're seeing here. So if you love good drama, good angst, really, really, really intense, persistent campaign, we are in the middle of an interlude at the moment, and then we're going into a part 2 of our ongoing campaign. So the drama continues. It's a perfect time to catch up.
Amazing. I almost said Arena. Pooja.
Hello, everyone. I am Pooja, and I have been playing Arena tonight. You can find me on Twitter at Pooja, and on Instagram and on Twitch as Poojaberwalkie. And I will, of course, be here next Tuesday with this lovely gang being more ridiculous. But you can also find me on Thursday on Wandering DM's channel, where last week we just started off a brand new long-term campaign in the Sentinels of the Multiverse gaming system. So we're playing a bunch of superheroes. It's really fun. But my favorite part is the fact that the game comes with a bunch of trading cards that the audience can use that allows them to influence the game, that allows them to put chat in danger, for example. Like suddenly there's a group of civilians in the floating container and it happens to be the members of chat. It's just really entertaining. But yes, that's going to be at 8 Eastern on the Wandering DMs channel on Thursday. And that's all I have going on for now. But I love it. It's a little fun. And I'll see you all here next Tuesday.
David.
Once again, I've been David. If you want to check out some role-playing games that I've designed, including some that we've played right here on Flights of Fandom, you can go on over to dbb-8.itch.io. You can also check out my Instagram and Twitter at dbrunelbrutman. And other than that, I will see you next week.
And last but not least, Zach.
Hey guys, thanks so much for taking the time to tune in, and also sorry for the technical difficulties, but thankfully we got it sorted out pretty quick. First off, want to say a couple shout outs to everybody in the stream that has been tuning in. Atten, I Can't Control It, Party Wipe Games, Fesnerax, as always, Stormunity, along with Whitland Timbers, who is also one of our regular cast members on The Hole in the World. So we see you. Thanks so much for the bits. For other shout outs, I'm just going to say, come check out our YouTube channel where we've been putting up all kinds of episodes of everything. I think the next thing I'm going to put up after the latest episode of this one is probably going to be our Dragon Age flight. We just finished one for Dishonored, which went super well. We're going to keep on catching up with all of the stuff we put out. I think we've got another great Muppet Nutcracker Good Society one-shot that's going up too. So come hang out and check stuff out with us, and we'll see you guys next week on Tuesday, regardless.
And I think that's, unless anybody else has a word salad they'd like to throw at people, I think that's it for this evening, and we will find out what horrors await in the bowels of Omega next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Be there or be Conrad Werner.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.